All right. Shalom, Akyam. Shalom. This is the brother Ba'ar coming back at you again with another daily exhortation to edify the body, to edify the sheep of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah to the best of my ability. And before I start, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. I like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I like to give salutations to the Akyam preaching the gospel across the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. Shalom, Akyam. Shalom. Once again, I'm back with another daily exhortation, and this is going to be more of a quick hitter. Through the spirit, I didn't have any, I didn't know what I was going to do a lesson on today, but, it's never not a good time to bang on Esau Edom, So, I just, as I was doing a little reading, man, I came across some precepts that, motivated me through the spirit to do this lesson, man. And I just wanted to share it with you, brothers and sisters. All right. So let's go there. But I want to start off at Revelation 11, verse 18, Salakia. All right. And it says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth." And we're approaching the time, man, where the Most High is getting ready to remove Esau Edom, the so-called white man, out of his power. All right, because he has destroyed the earth, man. He has polluted the earth. He has polluted the minds of the people. He's destroyed the minds of the people. He's destroyed the earth. He's the wicked. Job 9 verse 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not where or who is he? All right, and we all know who runs the earth, man, who controls, all the resources of the world. Esau Edom. And the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah for his word, man, for comforting us, knowing that this man he's not going to rule forever. And it's just a blessing to be comforted to know that we're up next, man, that the Lord is going to put up, a righteous people, man. He's going to put us back up at the top, starting with the elect. When Yahweh Shah cracked them clouds, man, we're going to be on top again, Akyam. We're no longer going to have to suffer. We're no longer going to have to live amongst confusion. We're no longer going to have to breathe in poison air, poison food. We're no longer going to have to dwell amongst people who are just in the dark, who have no level of understanding whatsoever. The lies are going to be gone, and the truth is going to reign supreme. All right. So the precept that I was reading, this chapter actually. All right. But let me start off at, this is Sirach 10, chapter 10, verse 7. It says, "Pride is hateful before the Most High and man, and by both doeth one commit iniquity," man. All right. The Most High, starting off with Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, man, he hates pride. All right. He hates pride, man. All right. But the precept says, and man. All right. Even these other nations, man, they hate Esau Edom, even though they have to work with him and deal with him. And in their eyes, they have a common enemy, which is we are their enemies, because we're the people of the Most High. But even those that are in confederacy with him hate the man, Pride is hateful before the Most High and man, because I remember when it was either before or soon after Donald Trump became president, you know, they had some kind of summit meeting or some kind of gathering of the EU, and you could see that the other nations weren't really liking him because he was proud. I think he moved somebody out of the way or something like that. You know, even man, they hate that. You know, but this is the man who's in control of the whole earth, man. And it says, and by both doeth one commit iniquity, man. And this man is all about iniquity. All right. He serves Satan, man. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he is the carnal part of Esau, of Satan. You know, he's the counterpart of Satan upon the earth, Esau Edom. All right, because Satan means adversary. They're totally adverse of the Most High, of the ways of Yahweh Shem El Shai. This is why the earth looks the way that it does. This is why the people, their minds are destroyed as you see them today, because of that man. He is a true nigga. He is a real nigga. Okay, he's the original nigga upon the earth, man. All right, constantly always trying to recreate the Most High's creations and make them suit whatever his will is, right? But in doing that, they destroy the people. This is why we have GMO. All right, destroying the people, man, destroying their insides. All right, thinking that he's doing something new and that's gonna benefit man, but all he's doing is bringing death. All right, verse 8, and it says, but because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right, and it says, why is earth in ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such an one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. All right. So, you know, it says because, verse 8, it says because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, riches gotten by deceit, because Esau Edom, he's a deceiver. All right. This is what we call the so-called white man, the devil. He's a deceiver. All right. And if you're not reading the fine print, you will be deceived. This is why it says because of unrighteous dealings, man, and injuries. He's all about threatening people and hurting people and killing people. All right. And it says riches gotten by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another, and we're getting ready to be translated straight to the top. You know, starting with the elect of our people, starting with Yahweh Shah and the elect of our people, man. You know, our hands are clamped down on his heels, man. You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem El Shai, through faith, man. By going out on these highways and byways, man, we're bringing down Esau Edom. We're exposing him, man. He's being judged, man. As the brothers say, man, he's going through his trial right now. All right, and he's being judged. And when Yahweh Shah returns, well, we're telling them actually what's getting ready to happen to them. All right, but when Yahweh Shah returns, that's when they're going to get sentenced, man. That's when they're going to go into captivity. That's when they're going to be bound in them chains, man. And as soon as that happens, man, the earth is going to flourish, man. The people are going to rejoice, as the scripture says. Let me find that. Let me see. It's in Proverbs. Because right now, everybody's pissed off, man. His way isn't working. His system isn't working, even though they're trying to establish this whole new system. If the old system didn't work, what make you think the new system is going to work? Nothing Esau Edom does works, because everything that he does brings death and not life. You know, you can't attach technology to people. The body is going to reject it because it's not a part of its memory. So everything Esau Edom is getting ready to do, even though he's not going to be successful, the Most High is not going to cause his enterprise to come to pass. But when you're attaching a foreign object to the body is going to do whatever it has to do to get rid of it, man. Even if that means it's going to push itself to the point of death. All right, but Esau Edom, he don't care. All right, he wants you to make a decision against the Most High. That's his goal. All right. His goal is to make you a part of a new system so he could be the ultimate God over you. All right. But he's not the Most High. He's man. All right. Let me go to that precept real quick for edification's sake. All right. The people rejoice. All right. And right now the people are they're angry, man. It says Proverbs 29 verse 2, and it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, man. And the people are mourning, man. Famine is hitting a lot of these countries quite hard, man. I mean, it's beginning to hit a lot of these countries quite hard. And who's creating these famines, man? Esau Edom. But Esau Edom is doing the will of the Most High, and he don't even know it. He is totally unaware of it. He's thinking that he's doing these things to push the people towards his new world order. All right, but he's only doing the will of the Most High. He's bringing out these pestilences, man. And he's telling you he's bringing them out because he's telling you when the next time he's going to do it. He's like, oh, when the next time, when the next pestilence come out, you know, it's definitely going to be a major, you know, a major hit. It's definitely going to be another lockdown. Like they already know. They're already telling you what's getting ready to happen. All right. That's why these people are wicked, man. I just lost my train of thought, but Salakia. All right. It says, when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, and the people are mourning, man. They're mourning, man, because they're starting to see that even the people of the world, they're starting to see that Esau Edom, man, the so-called white man, he's a fraud, man. He's a liar. All right. And Esau Edom, man, the only way he's able to get things done, man, is by the sword. Because that's a part of his blessing, man. That's the blessing that the Most High has given Esau Edom, man, that he shall live by his sword. He's not intelligent. All right. He doesn't have wisdom like that. All right. That's why it says right here, it says with injuries, man. It says in Sirach 10 verse where was I? Yeah, Sirach 10 verse 8, it says because of unrighteous dealings, man, and injuries and riches gotten by deceit. You know, this man, he rules by the sword, man. You know, just like when you heard the stories of Suge Knight, man. You know, going into somebody's hotel room and holding them over the balcony and forcing them to sign a blank paper, man. That's Esau Edom, man. Because he got that sword, because he has those missiles. All right, he's gonna force these other countries to sign that blank paper. Just sign it. But there's nothing on it. Just sign it. All right, and a lot of these nations, man, you know, to protect their people, you know, they sign that paperwork, man. You know, instead of having integrity, they sign that paperwork. But now, the weak is saying that they're strong, man. All right, Esau Edom, his house is divided, man. All right, and those who's been siding with Esau Edom for quite some time, they're now siding with the other side, which are Edomites as well. But, you know, like the scripture says, man, his house is divided. How could it stand? You know, and I forgot what brother it was, but it was beautiful that he said that, man. Who else is gonna be just as much as a challenge as Esau, other than Esau himself? You know, because the Russians, they're Edomites, and they're gonna think just as wickedly, just as aggressively as Esau Edom that's here in the West. Okay, but let me continue. Sirach 10 verse 9, and it says, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such an one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. Salakia. All right. So verse 10 was one of the points that I wanted to bring out. It says, the physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die, man. And who's that physician that's getting ready to cut off this long disease? All right. It's Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. When Yahushua returns, man, he's going to bring down first Esau Edom. All right. And then he's going to continue with the other nations. All right. Because they were in confederacy with him against us. All right. And against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. And it says, for when a man is dead, he shall inherit creeping things, beasts and worms. And this is the outcome. This is the end game of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right. To be cast away forever, to be destroyed and never seen upon the planet Earth ever again. And who's going to do it? Yahushua himself. All right. The Lord himself is going to do it along with the elect. Okay. And it says, verse 12, the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High and his heart is turned away from his maker, man. And Esau, Edom, he doesn't consider the Most High. All right. He doesn't consider his ways. You know, he don't think about the Most High and the things that he's doing. All right. Because in his mind, he is the Most High. Right. That's what Esau, Edom, that's what the so-called man, the white man thinks, man. All right. And you can see it by his actions. Look at his actions. All right. Don't worry about what he's saying. Don't worry about his looks. Look at his actions. There's a reason why he's known as the devil, the deceiver. All right. Verse 13. And it says, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination, man. And this man has poured out abomination all throughout the four corners of the earth, man. All right. Causing the other nations to drink of that wine of fornication, man. Causing these other nations to embrace, homosexuality. All right. In return for funding. All right. Forcing these other nations to embrace, their foods, their diets, their ideologies. All right. In return for financing. All right. Because Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is in control of all the resources of the earth, man. All right. And it says, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. The Lord hath cast down the thrones of the proud princes and set up the meek in their stead. All right. Because the meek is going to inherit the earth, man, which are the elect of Yasha'Allah, the elect of Israel. All right. The Lord hath plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place, man. And the lowly are the true servants of the Most High and his Son, man. All right. The Lord overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth. All right. I'm going to pause there. And what was I had another precept. This is let me see. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Yeah, that's it. I'll start off at the top. This is Psalms 10. All right. And it says in 1, it says, why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. And they've imagined a device against the people of the Most High, in particular the elect of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. The elect of our people. That's their main target. Because it's the elect that's going to keep the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua until the end. It's the elect that's going to know the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We're going to be the Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. But the elect is going to be the ones that call upon the name of the Lord, man, in the time of trouble. All right. When our enemies come in like a flood, man, the elect is going to call upon the name of the Lord, and the Lord is going to lift up a standard, man. As long as the elect is upon the earth, as long as the elect is around, Esau, Edom, he can't fulfill his enterprise. All right. Verse 3, and it says, for the wicked boasted of his heart's desire, man. And he's been boasting, his heart's desire this whole time, boasting in how he wants the world to be. He'll what they call it, predictive programming throughout the 90s. He always created movies, man, that shows you his idea of what the future will be, and he's boasted in that. And it says, and blessed the covetous. All right. He loves those who are as himself, man. All right. Whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts, man. And that's what makes him self-destructive. All right. And that's what makes him the wicked. The Most High has created the earth to be one way and to be ran and operated one way. All right. And he decides that he wants to do it a whole nother way. And he's destroying the earth by doing that. All right. And it says it's our fault that Esau, Edom is on top, because of our rebelliousness, our You know, we weren't keeping the ways of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, and this is why we're in the position that we're in. But everything is of the will of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Everything is according to His word, is according to prophecy. So we had to go through this. We had to experience the left hand side. We had to experience the judgments of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. All right. So we'll know. So and we're witnesses of the power of the Most High, man, and the things that He can do. All right, and we're His people. How much more the other nations, man? This is why the other nations, they don't want to go into captivity. This is why they're getting ready to go balls to the wall, man, in order to not go into captivity. But with ease, Yahweh Shai is gonna put them into captivity, man, with ease, with such ease. All right, the scriptures say, man, He ain't gonna even lift up hand. All right. So let me continue. And it says, verse 5, His ways are always grievous, man. And it says, thy judgments are far above out of His sight. As for all His enemies, He puffeth at them, man. All right, especially Esau, Edom here in the West, man. They puffeth at the other nations, in particular the BRICS nations, man. All right, even with his own people, he puffeth at them, man. All right, because he's proud, man. All right, he hath said, verse 6, he hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. All right, and this is the mindset that the so-called white man is in, not just the elite, but all of his people. They don't think that they're going to be in adversity, and he has caused, 2/3 of our people to have that same mentality. This is why Yahweh Shai said, man, of the wicked of our people, man, you are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do, man. All right, he's the god of this world. All right, our people are in complete darkness, man, having no understanding. They don't even know who their enemies are, but we can see clearly now. The Lord has given us the light because He is the light. The Lord has given us His word, man. He has woken us up and given us understanding of what we're witnessing. So Esau, Edom, he can no longer hide, man. The Most High has woken up His prophets. All right. And Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, and Lord willing, we're here to tell Esau, Edom, his judgment. All right. This is Lamentations 4 verse 21, and it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. And they're naked right now. All right. So the only thing that they can do now is use their sword. All right. The only thing that they can do now is actually be open with their wickedness, because they can do nothing else, because they've been exposed. All right. Their skirt has been lifted. Their tongues have fallen upon each other. All right. All the little secret things that they've had amongst each other throughout the years, they've been exposed. And one of the main catalysts that's been used to push that kind of information to the world was the internet. All right. And this is why they regret the internet being created. But it's the will of the Most High that the internet was created. All right. It was actually created for us. It was actually created for the servants of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. All right. So when we do the work of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, His word could be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, man. At a moment. Okay. Live streaming, doing these lessons, putting them on YouTube, and anybody around the world could watch them and listen and receive the words of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai and be edified. All right. Verse 22, and it says, Lamentations 4 verse 22, and it says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. All right. So I just wanted to, bang on Esau a little bit, just being in the spirit. Just wanted to share my thoughts with y'all, brothers and sisters, man. And I hope y'all were edified. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. I'd like to give salutations to the Achion preaching the gospel across the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. Shalom, Achion. Shalom.